what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, happy Wednesday. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And my girl Chella H is here.
What up?
Navy is back from Brazil. You were gone on a trip, so welcome back. Art was really handling things while you were gone. Just putting that out there. Shout out to Art.
Okay.
But yes, we're going to get this show started, of course, with some love and some positivity. It's also a Wealth Wednesday. So my girl, Nichole Harmon, is going to be joining us. She is the master connector on social media. She actually worked on Wall Street for 21 years and now has stepped out and started her own business where she really connects different people with each other, helps people with branding and all of that. It's just important to be in the room.
Period.
And I will be in the room in Atlanta, okay,
right.
for her event November 6th. But let's start the show with some love and some positivity. I want to shine a light. Today I'm going to shine a light on somebody who was one of the first 2 black women to be inducted into the Inventors Hall of Fame. And of course, you get to shine a light on somebody when we come back. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. My girl Chella H is here.
That's right.
From Chicago.
That's
I was just
right.
out there for your birthday.
Yes.
Today we want to shine a light on a black woman inventor. She is one of the first 2 black women to be inducted into the Inventors Hall of Fame. Her name is Marion Croak. She has 200 patents to her name, including the technology behind Zoom. Her innovations in internet technology have enabled remote work. So when you work from home, it's because of her technology. Also, text donations. You know how you have to scan the QR code and text a donation?
Right.
Also, voting for American Idol, things like that. So it's what she's done, that work she's done, that's made that even possible. Right now, she's Vice President of Engineering at Google and leads the Research Center for Responsible AI and Human-Centered Technology. But when she was only 5 or 6 years old, she was enchanted with electricians and plumbers. And then she would follow them around, see how things were done. And that fascination with engineering grew over the years. So shout out to her. She's one of, again, the first 2 black women to receive that honor.
I know that's right, girl.
I know. All those ideas you had, there's a difference between who's doing it and who's just thinking about it.
Yeah, that's why you got to start young, because you can.
All right, now, Kelsey, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on myself. So I'm 30, returning to nursing school, and I passed pharmacology, one of the hardest classes in nursing school, and I passed it on the first try.
Yes, Kelsey, come on.
I'm very proud of myself. I went through a lot that quarter, but I just kept my head down, I focused, and I passed. And I actually pushed off going to nursing school because I thought that I wasn't good enough or smart enough to be able to get to that point or get to that class, and I did it. So I'm very proud of myself.
I am so proud of you. Passed on the first try, pharmacology. That's a huge deal and a huge weight lifted. You're going to be amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yay. Thank you, Kelsey.
All right. You take care. Thank you.
You too. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can shine a light for last word. And when we come back, me and Chella got you a Yeetie. We're going to talk about Finesse 2 times. He has been having a tough few months, and we'll tell you about the latest. All right. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
That's right.
Chella H, big H.
Chella.
All right. Let's get into some Yeetie. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Allen Iverson was recently on CBS Mornings with Maurice Dubois. Love Maurice. And he was talking about his memoir, Misunderstood. And one of the things that he discussed was the best thing that he's done for himself. Here's what he said.
One of my best decisions that I ever made in my life was to stop drinking.
What was that?
6 months now.
How you feeling?
Better than I did when I was doing it.
He also said it made people around him happier, including his wife as
That's
well,
what's up.
Tawana. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I also saw he was on with Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith asked him, now that you're 50, you should wear more suits. And he was like, but he was definitely in there comfortably in his, camo outfit with his hoodie. I don't think he needs to wear more suits.
Right. Let him
I
do what he
actually
wanna
feel
do.
like he made a great statement, as far as wearing what he wants to wear. So
Right.
I don't think he needs to do that. He's proven himself. He's comfortable.
That's all that matters. It's all about him and what he want to do.
Now, Marcus Jordan also celebrated his milestone. He revealed on Monday that it was the 6-month anniversary of his sobriety. So, he's gone through it. He posted on Instagram, 6 months sober and still the life of the party. So you could see him chilling with his friends, obviously with his dad, Michael Jordan. And he did get sober after he had that run-in with the police that I'm sure was pretty embarrassing for him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And for that to go viral. All right, now Finesse 2 Times is battling for custody of his daughter following the death of her mom, which is awful for that young child to have to go through and the family. So he went on social media to discuss what he has going on.
Some condolences to my baby mama. Was we on good terms? No. Have we been on good terms since my daughter been here? No. I made my daughter through pimping. My daughter didn't come from a successful relationship with this lady, and it is what it is.
Wow. I don't know if we needed to, know all of that.
Right.
But he has been going through a lot. I'm gonna give that to him. I saw there was a video of him after people were telling him he needed to check in.
There was a lot going on with him. His car got took in Chicago, all kind of stuff. Because he's been up there heavy lately.
Oh, yeah, he's been in Chicago?
For sure.
In addition to that, he hasn't been on good terms with his mother. We saw them arguing and what she had to say about him after she said he cut her off financially, left her homeless because she left her job to go work for him. It just feels like he's got so many things happening. And so I know mentally
it could be exhausting.
It can be exhausting.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he figures it all out because he is a dad. He does have kids who are relying on him.
Yes.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night where we discuss what we did last night. I actually was at my coffee shop yesterday. Yesterday was National Taco Day too, just in case anybody didn't have a chance to have their Taco Tuesday. We can still celebrate today. All right. About Last Night is next. It's Way Up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella.
That's right.
Chella H, big H.
Not the lowercase.
And it's time for About Last Night. Now, Chella, what were you up to yesterday? I know you came in from Chicago last night. Late, too, I might add.
I did. I had so much going on. I was at my store. It's a bad fashion house. Getting ready, and I was trying to, pack you all this stuff, all these wonderful gifts.
Oh, yeah, you do always bring gifts.
Yeah, and I guess what?
What?
I didn't even get to bring them all because I left one of the bags in my friend's car.
You always forgetting something.
I know.
And you're from Chicago when you say car. I just want to say that instead of car.
I be trying.
Well, yesterday I was at my coffee shop for a little while, but then I got locked out of my house. I didn't have my keys. So my brother had to come and drive over and bring me my keys to let me in the house.
Dang.
So yeah, you missed that part. I was just kind of standing outside for about maybe 30 minutes. Thank you, Brian. But then I also, when I got in the house, I'm reading because I'm actually going to be with Issa Rae later today in conversation about her book. I should be smarter by now. That's her book tour. So I'll be in Philly at the Fillmore today. And so quite entertaining, to read her story and how she started versus where she is now. But we'll talk about that more, I'm sure, tomorrow for About Last Night because, we're going to go have this conversation. I'm excited, though.
Me too.
Because I'm a big fan of Issa Rae. And I actually read her first book that she put out. And I remember having a conversation with her where she said she felt like she put that book out too early. And I always feel like that's a thing, right? Because you change your view so much on things in retrospect when you look back at what happened in your life. And so I think there's some things that she would have changed. But her first book was called The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, based off of the YouTube series that she had also.
Yeah.
So this is going to be cool. But anyway, you know what's coming up next. I want to write a book about y'all, okay? Maybe we need to tell us a secret book.
Yeah.
800-292-5150. It's time for you guys to call in and tell her. I feel like we actually, during the pandemic, went live and you told some secrets. We had some confessions.
I always got a lot of secrets.
During that time. And you've had some stories if you listen to her on Lip Service. But she's not anonymous. You are. So don't be ashamed to call up and tell us anything. This is a no judgment zone.
That's right.
That's 800-292-5150. Any secret that you have, we're here to listen to it. You may go viral. You may end up in a book. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Tell us a secret. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Tella H.
That's right.
Every time Tella call me, I know she about to tell me something crazy. She's like, yo, G, I got to tell you something. You got a minute?
Right.
So,
Who you with?
Who you with? All right. Well, anyway, we want to hear your secrets. 800-292-5150. It's a no judgment zone. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
So I was with my ex up in Philly. I moved to Philly and I stayed with her, but she was doing me bad. So her little sister was like, yo, you can stay with me. And we end up, and she said that she's pregnant by me, but she was going to tell someone else that it was their baby. But no one still knows. That was like at least 15 years ago.
So you have a kid?
Yes.
Possibly. Because he don't know.
Have you seen the child?
Possibly. Yeah, I seen her. She got my eyes, but I don't know.
What if she do a test now, the kid later on, and then comes to find you? Are you going to be honest?
I'm going to have to be. I'm married now, you know?
Ooh. You never told your wife or nothing?
No. I mean,
it was before her, right?
Yeah, it was way before her. Still an ugly situation, you know?
Yeah. Because how do you feel knowing that she's at the age she is now and you ain't do nothing in her life? Or you just putting it on the mama?
I mean,
the mom put it on another cat. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, is it my baby for real or is it her? His,
right.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever felt like you wanted to know?
Of course. The girl, she be trying to hit me up or whatever. She be trying to hit me up for something else. You know what I mean?
Oh, another kid.
She ain't even worried about that. So
That's wild.
That says a lot about her character.
Yeah, she's ruthless.
Yes, period. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was quite a secret. Thank you for sharing.
Go get your baby.
Shut up.
All right.
Go get your teenager. Hey, Anonymous Carla. What's goody?
Hi. So I was dating this guy for about a year and a half. And then he just started being weird and going through my phone and stuff. So just because he was doing it to me, I did it to him. Mm-hmm. And I found out that he was having sex with guys from Backpage.
Wow.
And when I pressed him about it, he went crazy, saying he's going to do all this stuff to himself, but then told me, like, he doesn't want me to leave him. So we kind of just worked it out that he would help pay for stuff for me, like my car payment, my insurance, my school and stuff. And we just kept that going for like 4 years.
So you like extorted him?
But he wanted to. But he like set off of me, like he would want me to help him buy clothes because he got he has a career, but he didn't know what to do with himself basically. And he was like hiding who he was. He was a Jehovah's Witness. It was a lot. So I made him look good and helped me out.
Did y'all continue to sleep together, or you just were like kind of friends after that?
We were just friends after that. We barely did anything. Like we would hug and maybe kiss when we were around people, maybe, but
yeah, it was just a front.
I'm not mad at that arrangement. I ain't got to even sleep with you. And
it's like she was
a
consultant,
and then you just paying me.
Yep.
I'm not mad.
Well,
tell him to go watch that new
services.
Khalid video, man. Khalid got outed and he is going with it full force.
Yeah, I wish he would still be out, but he's not. He has another girl now that he does that with.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So now you ain't getting your coins?
Nah, but I found somebody else. I'm in love now.
Okay. I love love.
Well, everybody's happy.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you could leave a message and tell us a secret that way. And when we come back, we got your Yee tea. Eric Bellinger was on a hilarious episode of Lip Service that's out right now. And one thing that he talked about was business. As a matter of fact, he has signed AI artists, and we'll let you hear what he has to say about it. It's Way Up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Tella H.
That's right.
In the building. All right, let's get into some of these Yee tea stories. First and foremost, Eric Bellinger is on Lip Service. That episode just came out. You know, he is a very well-known songwriter, but also an artist. And he also is just a fun person to hang out with. One thing that he talked about is signing AI artists to his label. Now, I do also want to point out that last year, he personally did a deal with Hooky. It's a company, a platform that uses AI voice models to let other creators make music using the voices of established artists. So he lent his voice to this platform. So imagine you can just like use Eric Bellinger's voice to make music. And so this is something he's been on for a minute. Here's what he had to say.
I got 2 AI artists signed to my label. And to other artists out there, step your game up. If you don't move with the times, you get left behind.
And that's what people have been saying, right? Like, you can not like it, you can have an issue with it. And, you know, we see right now in Hollywood, they're saying you cannot use AI to emulate actors and things like that. I do think there's going to be restrictions, but if you don't know what you're doing or you're not on board, you're going to get left behind.
For real.
All right. Now, he also, interestingly enough, addressed this. So I was walking to go do lip service and I got stopped on the street by a woman. She was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan. I do a podcast too. You know, and I told her I was going to do mine. She said, "Who you going to interview?" And I said, "Eric Bellinger." Well, she said, "You know, he'd be performing barefoot." She said,
Really?
"I bet you didn't know that, right?" And I was like, I have never seen him perform barefoot. I saw him do Tiny Desk also with Usher. Definitely has shoes on. Every time I've seen him perform in person, had shoes on. So I brought it up to him while we were having a conversation. Here's what happened. Do you know they be having your feet online? Ooh, your feet are very popular.
You lying.
So I'm here to propose on OnlyFans.
We're going to give you some tips on how to make the videos. Make sure the wife is okay with it first.
I got a song too, Rendu, on the next album. Nice plug.
Rent due. Yes. And so when I was searching that, because I was like, I don't know this to be true, I did find out that he does have a wiki feet, and they do post pictures of his feet all over this wiki feet page.
Period. I need me one.
Right. And, you know, throughout the episode, and it's pretty funny, he uses the word feet a lot. Like, that was an amazing feat to pull off. But, you know, it's flattering. And then I saw he's been posting pictures with his feet out a lot on his Instagram page, if you check it out. All right. Now, Ray Vaughn from TDE, you know, he went at Joey Badass. The two of them had a back and forth, and it felt, you know, it's just a music thing, though. I do want to put that out there. But he did talk to Off the Record on Revolt, and he had some things to say about advice that he got during that time, because he was speaking to Kendrick. Right. This was in the midst of Kendrick's beef that he had going on, and the responsibility that he has as an artist signed to a label. He can't just drop a diss track. Here's what he said.
Because my last response is, I had like loaded up. Kendrick like is cooked. Too many jumping in. Now it looks like he's fighting the whole West Coast, and you're gonna be cooked regardless, because it's gonna look that way, because any man that's standing on his own against 20 different people, he gonna look like he's Superman. So you're cooked.
How'd you feel about everyone just jumping in?
Me off.
You know, and I do want to say, clearly Kendrick Lamar is the best at giving advice on what to do in the midst of a battle, a hip-hop MC battle. So take that advice. But he did say being signed to a label, it's not like he could just put the track out. He's got other people to think about. You know, if you say this, now they're going to come at the whole label. Now, how does this? It's like a game of chess. All right, when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. You know, it is Prime Day. You know, that's a big deal. But I also want to talk about something going on Twitch for the first time ever. Wow. All right, I want to see what you think about it. It's way up.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
It's your girl, Chella H, Big H.
From Chicago. And let's get into these under the radar stories. So it's October Prime Day. So there's steep discounts on everything from sound bars to espresso machines, Ring cameras, Fire TV sticks. Just letting y'all know.
Yes.
If you need to get something on Amazon, now is the time to do it. Okay? All right, now moving on. This was wild to me. Now, I've seen, you know, a lot of people on Twitch, and this is a first.
Yes.
Because while there are all these users, all these streamers, for the first time ever, Twitch streamer Fandy has given birth to her baby.
Yes.
Live streaming. Can you imagine doing something like that? Here's what it sounded like.
Come on, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Push.
No.
Well, I mean, you know.
Now, she's 30 years old. She's best known for streaming about World of Warcraft. She's been doing that for 10 years, and this is her first child. The CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy, even came in and wrote a message during the stream. Fandy, best of luck and congratulations. Wishing you the best in this journey. Now, I saw people were really split on how they felt about something like this happening. Some people felt like this is too far.
Well, that's a personal decision. I like how all her homegirls was on the side just chilling like it was a regular day.
It was definitely like, you know.
It is what it is.
Top that, Kai Cenat. That's all I can say. How can he top that? But yes, and so I know a lot of people, their child's name is Luna. Shout out to the baby Luna that was now born on Twitch.
Okay.
Later on in life, baby Luna will be able to look back at this and be like, that's me on Twitch. I had tens of thousands of people watching me come into this world. All right, well, we do have the Way Up mix for you guys at the top of the hour. Plus, for This Is Wealth Wednesday, we have Nichole. Well, her name was Nichole Harmon, but now she's Harmon-Pointdujour. She's married.
Okay.
And changed her last name. She worked on Wall Street for 21 years. She has a book out right now about being a master connector, building impactful relationships for life and business success. And we're going to talk to her about how she connects people and how you need to just be in the room.
Yes.
It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My girl Chella is here.
That's
It's your girl Chella H, Big H.
Yep.
And let's get into some of these UT stories. So, this potential presidential pardon could be happening for Diddy. We told you how Donald Trump is saying that, yes, there is still potential for that to go down. Well, they said, they are trying to still have the conversation ongoing. A source close to events said the idea is not dead yet. It's not happening yet. It's still under discussion.
Period.
Listen, this is something that's been under discussion, I feel like, since, months ago when this case first started. In the meantime, though, Diddy, after getting sentenced to 50 months in prison in order to pay a $500,000 fine, he's got almost 70 lawsuits following his sentencing. So there are still people who are coming at him. More than 60 civil sexual abuse lawsuits have been filed against him. And obviously most of these people are represented by Tony Busby, as you know. Yeah, so aside from all this, I know these legal fees are crazy. All right, now Deion Sanders, in the meantime, has to have further blood clot surgery, and now there is footage online of Karrueche just really helping him out as he's getting ready to prepare for that. And here is initially what he had to say about his blood clot surgery and a speedy return.
Cat's out the bag, all right? I think I got more blood clots, man. It don't make sense. I'm hurting like crazy. I'm not getting blood to my leg. That's why my leg is throbbing.
Man.
I know. He's been going through it.
She's sticking beside him.
I know. There was, and I feel like initially she said that, well, no, she didn't really say if she was or she wasn't, but it's a conversation they've been ducking. And a lot of people have been weighing in because she did do a show with his ex-wife previously. All right, now Kamala Harris has been going on her book tour. Her book is called 107 Days, and she has some things to say. It was the Day of Unreasonable Conversation Summit in LA, and she talked about Donald Trump and his administration. Here's what she said.
History is going to write about this. And it was important to me that be told with my voice being president. Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their minds. When in fact, these
Yeah, these MFers, she said, are crazy. And people went crazy when she said that. Now, of course, a White House spokesperson responded. They told TMZ Kamala Harris should listen to an audio recording of her cackle of a laugh before calling anyone crazy.
Wow.
What a silly response. Very unintelligent. But anyway, aside from all of that, for all of you fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Shamia has been posting on social media. She posted, never refriend or refamily anyone back into your life if they've tried to ruin your character, finances, or relationships. A snake may shed its skin, but it's still a snake always.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
If somebody, people fall out, people have disagreements, but if they go hard like that, I don't see how you could ever trust them again. And along those notes, you see what's going on with Saweetie and her ex-friend / road manager, Maybach May. She went on social media and basically said, that she was the person that was setting up all these trips for Saweetie. She said, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce Internet Child. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you or I can start addressing some of them rumors with TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't going to let you play me out some money when... And then she put a little emoji, I guess, letting people know that she's got some dirt on Saweetie. Imagine having somebody around you that would do that.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, Ask Yee. Any question you have, we're here to help you out. 800-292-5150. It could be about friendships. We just talked about that. It could be relationships. It could be whatever. Family. 800-292-5150. It could be about work. It's Way Up.
Go. Hey.
Everybody access.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Chella H.
That's right.
And we got Shay on the line for Ask Yee. What's up, Shay?
Hey, Angela, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm from Detroit. I will listen to you all the time.
All right. Thank you. We love it there. I'm going to be in Detroit next week.
Oh.
And the week after that. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see me a lot. But what's your question today?
So my question is, as a young entrepreneur that's starting to build my business up, I'm trying to figure out what will be the best way to get out there and network and just be able to show visibility for my business.
Ooh, okay. Well, a couple of things. You know, Detroit be having like all of the events and meetups for entrepreneurs. As a matter of fact, just so you know, on the 25th, I'm hosting this Detroit Business Symposium at the Icon. And that's where you can connect with other entrepreneurs, business owners, and things like that. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities there for that, you know, so I hope you come through.
Yes, most definitely. I just started making my own, like, journals and affirmation cards for, like, mental health for, like, families and kids and men and whatnot. And I'm just like, how do I get, like, my product in front of people?
Take advantage of social media. And nowadays, AI is helping with a lot of stuff, so... Write it out.
Yeah, with helping you do your posts and things like that. But I think it's just important for you to be out there networking. To be honest, there's so much going on. I mean, look, Detroit is the only place where they have all of your sporting arenas like in one place downtown that you could walk to. So even being outside... Yeah, when things are really busy, when there's a game going on, you know, make sure that you're outside taking advantage of that, just talking to people. If you have something that you could hand somebody, give away. Also, make sure you have things that people can also just like with a QR code, because a lot of times people don't want to hold things. Right. There's also a lot of grant opportunities that are available. So make sure you start applying for things like that to get you in the room, you know, with some of these people and they can connect you with other entrepreneurs. Make sure you stay in the mix, like follow all of the pages that kind of put you up on these events and opportunities. And then make sure you go outside. Being that you do this, there's like a lot of stores and places that are opening. There's a lot of hotels. There's a lot of conventions. Like make sure that you go to those things and see how you can connect and even come up with ideas that you can pitch so that people don't have to think too hard. Like, well, how can this benefit me?
Okay. So I have a question. Would it be possible for me to be able to like send you some of my work just so you can kind of like give me some advice? Because I know I do like both Wednesdays and everything. And that's usually today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, today is a great day for you to be listening to because Nichole Pointdujour is going to be joining us, and she is the master connector. She has her own agency, and so you'll be able to hear from her about some of these relationships and how you can really just groom those relationships and maintain them and use them to your advantage.
Okay. Thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate it.
And congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can leave a message and reach us that way. And when we come back, like I said, it is a Wealth Wednesday. Nichole Pointdujour is joining us. She's the founder and CEO of the Master Connector Agency, a former Wall Street executive. She's going to tell you how you can be in the room. It's Way Up.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Happy Wealth Wednesday.
Yes.
Back
Wealth
again.
Wednesday, back again. I feel like this is my second home.
Yeah. Nichole Pointdujour.
Yes, Ange. She said it right, y'all. You hear that?
Well, the first time we had you on here was early on in your business.
Yes.
You know, you are the master connector. That's the way you've been able to link people together, link corporations and branding opportunities with people. That's definitely a skill that I think that you've always had.
Thank you.
You know, from when I first met you. And this can be something that also is a business.
It's a business. Yeah. So literally I connect people, charge a fee for connections, but I also have an event called In the Room where I bring corporate executives, industry leaders together all in one room to help them get access to people that they normally wouldn't come across on a daily basis. And I interview a celebrity that has made it to do their career trajectory, tell us their career trajectory. So you're my next guest.
Hey.
Yes, November 6th. But just to give people access to understand like what it takes to grow a business, right? How did you start from point A all the way to point Z and be successful at it?
Right now, I'm talking to Nichole Pointdujour for Wealth Wednesday. We're discussing her agency, The Master Connector. But another really important piece of this is being in the room with other people and making those connections. I was at an event over the weekend and somebody asked me, there's people in the room, but like, how do we make this something that we can quantify? And this was like a younger person who wants to be in media and is just getting started. How would you answer somebody that said, okay, you know, I'm here, I'm in this room, but how do I turn this into more?
Yes, that's a great question. So people ask me all the time, like, how did you build your network? How do you know so many people? I tell them lead with value. So if you're in this room and you're meeting somebody, try to figure out how you can help that person before you come with an ask, because 90% of the people come and ask people for things. When you're in that room, you quantify by one, figuring out how you can lead with value to them, what you can help that other person with, following up, and that is so important. When we go to these different events, we get all these business cards and they're left in our purse or in our pockets, or we put them in the trash, like we don't do anything with them. Follow up within 24 to 48 hours, 72 at max, and just say, it was a pleasure meeting you at the Master Connector Agency event. I would love to connect with you this week over coffee, Zoom, in person. I always tell people to do lunch because there's something about breaking bread and breaking barriers, which I talk about in my
that's
book.
in the book.
People let their hair down over a meal, right? And you get to learn more about them. But scheduling that follow-up within 24 to 72 at the max to continue the conversation is important. Also do good business. Just as good news travels fast, bad news travels fast. So when you get that opportunity, make sure you show up on time. Make sure you execute with excellence, right? Let them know what you can and can't do, because if you do a good job, they're going to say, oh, like, you plug me all the time. This is my homegirl Nichole, like, she does X, Y, and Z.
I'm like, Nichole, you know this person?
Yeah, exactly, because I do good business. Had I not did good business, you would be like, I'm not, right? And so I think that's important. When you get the opportunity, make sure that you have all your ducks in a row to execute whatever the task is that they give you.
All right, it's a Wealth Wednesday, and it's all about networking and connections and being in the right room. We have Nichole Pointdujour, a former Wall Street executive, 21 years, who now has her own agency, The Master Connector. We have more when we come back. It's Way Up.
Financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And what are you going to do with all those skills if you're not in the right rooms with the right connections? Well, Nichole Pointdujour is here to talk about her agency, the Master Connector Agency, for this Wealth Wednesday. Now, you said you left Wall Street to focus on your business.
I did.
Tell me how that decision went, because I know there's people listening right now who are like, well, I have this side hustle that I'm doing, or I have something that I aspire to start or launch, but I'm scared to leave my bread and butter. This is what pays the bills. This is how I'll be able to fund my business. How did you decide it was time?
God gave me the vision, Ange. Like, I help people now how to identify your gifts, right? Because yes, you could be doing something as a passion project, but how do you get paid for that? So that's my calling that God put over me. It's called Paycheck to Purpose, but it's where I help people figure out how to identify what their gifts are and how to get paid for your gift. My gift is connecting people. I wrote a book on it. I have events where I connect people in the room. If somebody's saying I want to speak about something, I want to get more corporate aligned, I know people at corporations that can help them get speaking opportunities. So I teach people now, like, don't be scared. Write it out. Get a plan. Stay at your job as long as you can to fund the business, because running a business costs so much money.
Right.
Oh my God. So I tell people, one, you have to have funding. You can get business funding. Make sure your credit's right. But operating in your gift, it just feels so much better. So God told me, like, it's time for you to move. I have something bigger and better for you. And I was like, all right, God, you know what I can do. You know what my bills are. So I just took the leap. So,
and I know that's what we're going to be talking about even more on November 6th.
Yes, November 6th. Get in the room. Yes.
Right now, I'm talking to Nichole Pointdujour for Wealth Wednesday. We're discussing her agency, The Master Connector. It is important to get in the room. In events like this, I always tell people, sometimes I know we could feel like, well, you know, is this something that I have to do for work? This is something you have to do for you.
For you.
Right.
I want to say one quick story. So one of my friends was on a panel, high profile person, and I was like, I wasn't feeling myself. I just left my company. 2 weeks later, she's on a panel. I'm like, I'm gonna pull myself together, go to this event. I really don't want to go because I'm just like mourning leaving Wall Street, but I go to support her. She comes off stage and she's like, you don't look like yourself. And I was like, what does that mean? I thought I pulled myself together. She's just like, you're usually high energy, like, you know, Nichole. And I said, okay. She's like, I'm giving you sister girl time. I'm taking you to lunch. We went to lunch. At the lunch, Ange, a girl walks over and she goes, I know you. But I'm thinking she's talking to my friend. And she's like, no, I know you. And I'm like, me? She said, yes. She said, I came to your event. And I said, really? She said, yeah. She's like, your event changed my life.
Oh, wow.
That's what I said. I said, my event changed your life. I said, how? She said, I'm working on a real estate project in Tennessee. It's a $2 million project, and I met a guy that does government contracting in the room at your event that's helping me with my contracts. And so it's like stories like that. I'm like,
Yes.
God, I hear you. Let me keep going. Yeah. So
that made you feel like really energized.
yes, I'm like, okay, God, now I'm on the right track. If your event changes someone's life and they get the opportunity to help with their business, that's why I created the room, so you can meet people that can get you to the next level.
Well, I'm excited to be there because I'm hoping I can meet some people.
Yeah, you got Angela. I got other people coming.
I'm trying to meet some people to get me to the next level. Where can people get tickets?
Yeah, so you can get tickets at themasterconnectoragency.com. That's my website. You can also follow me on Instagram at themaster_connector, and the link is in my bio. Use code CONNECT20 to get 20% off. I'm giving that just specifically for Angela Yee since I'm on her radio show today. So get your tickets now. It's going to be a dope room. It's all about being in the room with those executives that have a seat at the table like I was that can help write a check to sponsor your businesses.
All right, we love it. Well, thank you so much, Nichole. Always appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in the room.
In the room, November 6th.
Thank you so much to Nichole-Pointdujour for joining us. You can follow her at @themaster_connector. You can also watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. Happy Wealth Wednesday. When we come back, you guys have the last word.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Happy Wednesday. My girl Chella's here with me.
It's your girl Chella H, Big H.
So I guess we're outside. When we leave here today, we're actually heading to Philly to the Fillmore. Yeah. So shout out to everybody in Philly. I'll be in conversation with Issa Rae for her I Should Be Smarter by Now book tour kicking off. Exciting things. Yes. Also, I want to thank Nichole-Pointdujour for joining us today. She's the Master Connector. Yes. I got a lot of things coming up. Today's a Wealth Wednesday. And so I just love talking about all like the entrepreneurial things. That's a segment that's near and dear to my heart. Yes. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there. You know, next week I'll be in Detroit for the Opportunity Resource event, the Opportunity Resource Fund, and I'll be the keynote speaker there. So can't wait. The week after that, I'll be hosting the Detroit Symposium for entrepreneurs to connect. Like I said, I'm doing this with Issa Rae tonight. I'll be joining Nichole-Pointdujour, who was up here in Atlanta for a Master Connector event. Okay. So you can be in the room with some great connections. This is fun.
It is.
Nobody be in the club. No, I'm kidding. Ain't that what it feels like? Can we just go to the club? No. But anyway, you guys, we'll be back tomorrow, right?
We will.
So this is your show, so you have the last word.
My name is Kim, and I would like to shine the light on myself. I am a mother of a special needs child. Her name is Miranda. She has Down syndrome. And no, it's not always easy, but I put on a smile every single day, and I pray to God that my baby will continue to be blessed. I worked hard, so yes, shine the light on me.
I just want to shine a light on my husband, George. He is a truck driver out here in Atlanta. We'll be celebrating our 15th year anniversary on Friday. I love you. I appreciate you. You are the alpha to our throne. I hope you're having a great day, and I can't wait to celebrate 15 years with you.
Going way up with Angela Yee.